in every investment, it doesn't matter if it's, on a meme stock, or it's on a big company like Apple or Tesla, or it's on a company you never heard of. There is always something pushing the trend one way or another, in one direction or another direction. Those are what we call the catalysts, all right? So when we have a bunch of catalysts, that bunch of catalysts create what we call a trend. So when you look at what AMC has been doing so far, not only these 2 last weeks, but since the beginning of this whole revolution, this whole thing that started back in January 2021, it's kind of difficult, and it's it's funny how even billionaires, all right, the experts, people who own Wall Street per se, can actually give the view publicly on AMC stock. And when you think about, man, what is this guy even talking about? I mean, I know the guy is a billionaire, but is that an objective point of view? Because we all know the reality of this play, all right? So let me share with you what, a billionaire who actually was the co-creator of Pimco, the co-founder of Pimco. His name is Bill Gross, all right? So he's a legend, investing legend. So he just said to Yahoo Finance, I simply think that AMC and GameStop are lottery tickets. Straight up, lottery tickets. Okay, so what it's kind of missing here is, well, why do you think these are lottery tickets? He talks about options. If you can sell options that are out of the money levels, then ultimately these lottery ticket companies, which have very little behind them, in my opinion, will go down. Okay, maybe. But let's pause here for a second. So AMC, who is the #1 operator of movie theaters across the globe, is a lottery ticket company? So they don't make any money? What about the last quarters we had? What about the guidance for this coming year? Is that all trash for you guys? Okay, let's pin that for a second. By his own admission, the longtime bond king has been on the wrong side of the trade of late of these volatile meme names. Oh, okay. I see here now. Okay, it's clearer now. It's more clear now. So because you lost money by being on the wrong side of the trade, meaning he was probably shorting these stocks based on the fact that he thinks these are lottery ticket tickers, lottery ticket stocks, all right? He got wiped. I don't know how much money he invested in those short sell position, but the reality is he was still wrong so far, all right? Because AMC is not going back down to $8 a piece. It's not going back down to $2 or even a cent. Like we have some price target. Funny price targets, by the way. So when the problem with this is everybody who is closer and familiar or tend to be a little bit objective, all right, will see that the thesis here is that people with money and with easy policy, easy money back in 2020, used their pockets and went out of the way to push to bankruptcy companies that had no choice but to be on the brink of bankruptcy because of the pandemic. Now, 2 years, fast forward. Is that still the case? No. So why are you guys still shorting the stock? Why are you guys still shorting the company? Why aren't you covering your short positions and getting out? Especially with the share price being so low since the last 6 months. Well, because of proud, maybe. Because, well, it's also a dangerous move for them. If they're already losing money on your tech stocks, all right, who, by the way, some lost 40, 50, 70%, even if some are recovering this week. I mean, truth of the matter is we still have interest rates hike as a big risk for such stocks moving forward. Plus signs of recession and the house market, potentially correcting itself. And you also have a bunch of these mortgage-backed securities that they are holding on commercial properties. So it doesn't look good. That being said, if that was the only case, again, I can still understand because there is, for you to be squeezed out of your position, you need somebody coming with the opposite direction of you. So if you're short, You need to be scared if you have somebody buying up the shares. So the retail investors have been that buying pressure, and it continues to be the case. So why are these guys not, even being legends, are not seeing the reality here face to face? What are they not admitting? The fact that this is not just retail investors betting money like it was a football game or a lottery ticket. No, it is not. You know what? They said the same thing about cryptocurrency. And now pretty much every big bank, every major investment company in the world and in the US specifically are now advising to their high net worth clients to be exposed to cryptocurrencies. I guess maybe when AMC reaches, 200 the share, with the pressure of these clients on these firms owned by these billionaires that want to see the reality of what is happening here, may finally accept the fact that they were wrong. They were wrong, and now maybe they will, in the midst of the short squeeze, start advising their clients to own a piece of AMC. Maybe I will be wrong. I'm just speculating here. It will be kind of a little bit surprising to me, but reality is, it doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter how, rich or how expert, how savvy, how knowledgeable they are on Wall Street, on stocks, on finance, on the stock market. When you do your research, when you do your due diligence, when you make sure you are cornering all the angles of a specific investment. It doesn't matter if it's a short squeeze investment. It doesn't matter if it's a swing trade, because AMC is really kind of a long swing trade or a short squeeze play. All right. So it's not really an investment because we are all here for some event to happen. And once that event will happen, then we'll be out for the majority of us. So when you do that and you are confident into your research, there will always be somebody or something trying to trick you into doubting that research. But when you look at the facts, and the facts are the float, the amount of people buying, premium for order flow, dark pools. Look at today, 210 million shares of volume, and the stock closes flat after jumping to 15% on the day. See what I mean here?